Morning, everyone. This is Anthony, Wall Street Trader. It is 9:08 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on May 3rd, 2021. Just a quick update. This is not financial advice. Please follow your own and or your financial advisor's opinions on what you should do. You have a different risk profile than me. As with the next Joe, Bob, Dick, and Harry. This video is for educational purposes to outline my own personal opinions. Please do not misconstrue these as facts. Intraday updates are on Twitter. Please go to the link below the video if you'd like to subscribe to what I'm thinking about for NuCypher throughout the day, in between videos, as well as market updates and potential entry exit points. Unfortunately, I have not still seen any entry or exit points. I would say if you own it, I would hold it. This is my opinion. I think the charts don't lie, but let's go take a look at those charts. Now, looking at the, if you look at the NuCypher US dollar pair, we're actually not in bad shape. If you look over here, if I drill down a little bit further, it's been a pattern developing since April 26, 2021, and it's been going up. And it's been, slightly going up, but we have a bit of a contradiction. The contradiction is this red intermediate channel. Channels are meant to be broken, folks. This is going to, at some point in time, channels reverse unless they go completely to zero, which I strongly doubt anything goes completely to zero when it comes to companies like NuCypher. However, that being said, look at the strong basing pattern here. This has been like, we have hardly seen any price action. It's been really, the volatility has been compressing. And as I mentioned yesterday, this is kind of a consolidation period for NuCypher. And I think that ultimately we will resolve to the upside. Look, I've invested into NuCypher because it is a long-term play. It's an encryption capability that every single blockchain will require with the introduction of quantum computing, which is starting in 2023. Things are going to need much more encryption. We're going to need to encrypt encryption itself, and that's basically what these guys are doing. So it'll give you that additional secrecy capability that's required for everything from health records to private, public, private, financial statements, things like that, things that require directed communication at a very highly secretive manner. And every single major industry does have secrets that they need to make sure that that information gets to the right people. And that's where NuCypher truly helps. Anyway, going back to the technicals, I don't want to go off on a tangent, but let's take a look at this bright yellow line, this downward red resistance line. These will come to some resolution, maybe sooner, maybe later. Again, this is not going to be perfect, but it will break it one way or the other at some point soon. The consolidation is insane. I haven't seen NuCypher this consolidating, like in a consolidating pattern for this long, for quite a while. So this is actually somewhat good to see. I consider it a bullish sign that we are consolidating, especially in light of Bitcoin's rally. And Bitcoin rallied pretty well last night. So let's go over to NuCypher Bitcoin. This is the one that shows the strength of NuCypher relative to Bitcoin. Taking a look at the shorter term view of the drawn trend line for the, if you look at the yellow lines here, we are actually kind of like hitting this point. This point, I think this is more like a pennant type of thing. It actually could be drawn, it could be also drawn this way, where we could see something resembling a pennant that we've seen in the past. And let's go take a look at the past. This looks very much similar. And this pennant ultimately resolved to the upside. Now we have a mini-me pennant over here. And this could easily resolve to the upside as well. And that would strengthen NuCypher's price relative to Bitcoin, meaning that I can get more Bitcoin with NuCypher And that's what it really means. It's basically a strength indicator relative to the Bitcoin market. Now, if we go over to Bitcoin itself, as I've mentioned yesterday, we are in real, like, we're definitely in we're bull run territory. And like I said, NuCypher's done very well given the sharpness of the trend going up on Bitcoin. You know, we hit a double peak here at 59,000. Who knows where this is going? But as I've mentioned yesterday, this is the Batman, the upside swinging Batman here. This is the Batman head. These are the shoulders. So these shoulders here, if we want to complete this inverse head and shoulders pattern, which by the way is a bullish pattern, we will finish that bullishness somewhere around the 61,000 range. Assuming that does happen, I do then expect a drift lower, not a sharp turn lower. So we have to see how this plays out. This is evolving. Every day it's evolving. It'll never stop evolving so long as, you know, there is price action on a chart for any one of these cryptocurrencies. So that being said, I think, you know, we're 51.24. There's been some rallies with some of the more operational cryptos out there. And this one, again, just so everyone knows, NuCypher is a developmental crypto. They're still developing it out. They just got on the test net. It's, you know, it's in the development phase. But we all know that every single company that deals with blockchain will require a level of encryption that is better and broader than what, you know, out of the box Ethereum digital contracts will give you. So this will definitely be a huge aid in that regard. It is an infrastructure company. It applies to every industry out there, whether you're talking about automotive, you're talking about health records, all of that, it stands to benefit from NuCypher. So strongly look at this one for the long term. This is not a pump and dump Doge. This is a long-term investment. I expect this thing to outperform every other crypto out there long term. On a long-term view, I think that, you know, these other ones are just here and now, and they all get clobbered in the end. This is not an SH star T coin that I hear some people say, look, it's going to go kind of horizontal. It's only been out for barely 6 or 7 months. Give the thing some time. Every IPO out on the stock market will be out for 6 or 7 months before it actually begins the proper run. Look at all these other companies out there that IPO. There's never a good story over 6 months. It's typically sideways. So very few companies actually just go straight north. This is a less understood company, but as people understand what it does and what the applications are, this thing, I believe, will grow through time. So keep your eye on the charts. Again, I've never been interested in this as a day trade. I've never been interested in this as just something to look at a chart for. I've been interested in this because of the fundamental capabilities that this will provide, which will be minimal, critical, necessary capabilities that every single company will need and every single blockchain will need. So keep your eye on it, and we'll catch up later tonight. Take care.